President, I have three questions, starting with Mitt Romney. Just one question, I promise. You started with a $447 billion jobs bill. 2 months later, many speeches later, you've got virtually nothing from that. You've got the Veterans Jobs Bill, which is important, obviously, and a lot of executive orders. But are you coming to the realization that you may just get nothing here and go to the American people in 2012 without another jobs bill, 9% unemployment, and them wondering about your leadership, sir?
I think first of all, the American people at this point are wondering about congressional leadership in failing to pass the jobs bill, the components of which the majority of Americans, including many Republicans, think are a good idea. And that's part of the reason why the American people right now aren't feeling real good about Congress. Normally, by the way politics works is if the overwhelming majority of the American people aren't happy with what you're doing, you start doing something different. So far, that hasn't happened in Congress, and the Republicans in Congress in particular. They don't seem to have that same sense of urgency about needing to put people back to work. I'm going to keep on pushing. My expectation is that we will get some of it done now, and I'll keep on pushing until we get all of it done. And that may take me all the way till November to get it all done. And it may take a new Congress to get it all done. But the component parts, cutting taxes for middle-class families, cutting taxes for small businesses that are hiring our veterans and hiring the long-term unemployed, putting teachers back in the classroom. Here in the state of Hawaii, you had a bunch of kids who were going to school 4 days a week because of budget problems. How are we going to win the competition in the 21st century with our kids going to school basically half-time? The jobs bill would help alleviate those budget pressures at the state level. Rebuilding our infrastructure. Every world leader that you talk to, they're saying to themselves, how can we make sure we've got a first-class infrastructure? And as you travel through the Asia-Pacific region, you see China having better airports than us, Singapore having superior ports to ours. Well, that's going to impact our capacity to do business here, our capacity to trade, our capacity to get U.S. products made by U.S. workers into the fastest growing market in the world. And, by the way, we could put a lot of people back to work at the same time. So I'm going to keep on pushing. And my expectation is that we will just keep on chipping away at this. If you're asking me, do I anticipate that the Republican leadership in the House or the Senate suddenly decide that I was right all along and they will adopt 100% of my proposals? The answer is no. I don't expect that. Do I anticipate that at some point they recognize that doing nothing is not an option? That's my hope. And that should be their hope too, because if they don't, I think we'll have a different set of leaders in Congress. All right? Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.